Let's analyze what happened in the stock market today, Monday, March 21, 2022. This is a daily chart of the S&P 500. For the record, I was long the S&P 500. I liquidated the last one quarter of my position today. I know some of you guys are curious, but this is where where I liquidated my position when the S&P 500 dipped below 44.50. This is a morning. Was able to trade above the 200-day moving average, and then it reversed lower. That's where I decided to sell right there. Okay, back to the daily chart. Today, try to push above the 200-day moving average. That's the green line. And it ended up reversing lower, closing between the the 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average where it found support. These levels, these are the same ones I mapped out last Friday. Support here, I would expect some type of support around this area that which coincide with the 5-day moving average. Up here, of course, this will be a level that I'll be watching very closely tomorrow. It dips below that, I would expect lower prices from there. Today was very strong day. It was more like a pause versus a reversal. After this big move, I expected some type of a reversal candle, probably something like this, something red, but ended up closing around the same price where it opened. Based on today's price action, it was more like a pause versus a reversal. I don't see any signs of a reversal, so no reason to try to short. Also, at the same time, no reason to go long as this has been proven today that it was very strong resistance. The 200-day moving average and this two pivot points 44.80 and 44.90. Now trading between the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. So I'm doing nothing for now, nothing to do. I'm waiting for the next setup. Now the Nasdaq 100. For the record, also, this one I liquidated my position, the last quarter of my original position. Just in case some of you guys are curious, this is a 5-minute chart. This is the open. This was the price action for today. And I decided to liquidate my position around this area when it dipped below this low, just around 14,280. Reasons why I sold: it's been a big move. Wanted to book all my profits after it traded above the 50-day moving average and then reversed lower. For me, it is still very strong. I think the best case scenario for this one setup that I would like to see is some type of consolidation or pullback as long as this one holds, or the 5-day moving average, say it happens tomorrow, and then push above this high, and then above that, that will be a good entry point. However, if it happens tomorrow, I will skip the trade as it's been up too many days in a row. So the setup to go long is really not there for me. Shorting also very strong. If it dips below today's low, I see very strong support, say around 14,000. As I mentioned, 14,000 um, has been very strong support in the past. You see it here also and here, and the 5-day moving average also. So we'll see what the next couple of sessions look like. For now, for me, nothing to do. It was a very nice trade for me. I bought this day at the end of the day, after hours, I remember, and I took profits along the way. I think I sold a partial here, somewhere around there, and I think around here, and finally today here. For the Dow Jones Industrial Average, same as the other indices, decided to just take a break for today. It's still above the previous day's low. Now we have the 5-day moving average is trading. This one was able to close above the 50-day moving average, but strong resistance up here. You got the 200-day and the 100-day moving average. I think for this one, I think a pause or a small retracement is a most likely scenario, but this one looks very strong also. Now the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index, this one was able to tag the 50-day moving average. That's a purple line, but ended up going lower after that. This setup is looking very nice. Very strong support resistance between 3450 and 3480. That's a 30-point trading range. This red zone, if it pushes above that in the next session or two, that will be a very nice setup to go along once it pushes about this level here. I will be watching it very closely. If it happens tomorrow, I will skip it. I will not buy after this big move. But some type of a pause, either go east or southeast for a couple sessions and then push higher. That will make it very, very attractive. Now for the Russell 2000, same as the other indices, this one decided to take a break today also. Path of least resistance for this one is north. It is now above all these moving averages. The 50-day moving average is way above the 50-day moving average. So expect lots of support around this area. The 5-day moving average. Down here, I mean, it's got a lot of support. I think it's going to go higher. How high? Don't know. Not really sure, but it's most likely scenario is to come and push and meet the 100-day moving average versus this low. In other words, I'm thinking it's gonna tag this moving average before it drops below this level. That's just what I think. Of course, I might be wrong, but this one looks very bullish. I'd say. Thanks for stopping by. We'll do this again tomorrow.